This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
You all have been together for 4 years and you met on Facebook. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Elijah, you brought your girlfriend here to court today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why have you brought her here?
Because I want to marry her, but I want to find out whether she's cheating or not.
All right, and you're here, Miss Neal, because?
I'm here to prove that I'm not cheating, Your Honor.
Okay.
And to basically save my family and my relationship.
All right, let's look back on how you got here.
You all met on Facebook.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Actually, I posted a picture and she liked it, so I inboxed her and asked her why she liked it, and she was like, "I think you're cute." So.
All right. So, Mr. Cutler, we didn't have Facebook. I couldn't inbox you then, but I would have inboxed you.
But you would have.
I would have.
You would have.
I would absolutely.
Okay.
So, why? I was watching her during this whole thing. She was just smiling. Okay, tell me about that when you saw his picture go blink.
He didn't know, but we went to high school together. He was more like in his final years of high school. I was just starting.
And so you've been eyeballing that.
Yeah, I had a crush on him, but he was in a relationship. So when I saw him post the picture, I was just like, oh, well, let me like the picture and see if you still in a relationship.
I ain't mad at
There you go.
I like it.
And so what did you all do in your early days?
We stayed in 2 different spots. So, like, when we met up, it was like we would walk on dirt roads, from the country.
That's all good.
I had a butterfly feeling every time I saw her, because it's so far away.
You know.
Like I had when I met you, butterflies in my stomach?
You had butterflies when you met me?
A little bit butterflies.
I still get butterflies. How does that
Okay.
make you feel,
All right.
Mr. Cutler? I really do.
It's okay. Butterflies are good.
Butterflies are what keep it hot.
All right. What did you all like to do for entertainment? Or did you go to movies? Did you go to restaurants? What kinds of things you like to do?
Honestly, he might decide to cook. We always ate like pork chops, rice, garden peas, cornbread. That was his thing to cook.
Okay, you're making me hungry now. Okay.
Did he cook that for you?
Yes!
That's what I'm talking about. I wish I could come off this bench and give you a hug. A man who can cook a right pork chop is not to be underrated. You hear me?
Right.
Okay, you tell me why we're here.
Every time you texting somebody, it's a dude somewhere she's texting, actually.
Okay, tell me specifically what is bothering you about her texting.
Like, it might be a text saying, "I'm going to come and see you."
Okay, you actually seen texts that
Yes.
said, "I'm coming to see you"?
Yes.
What do you say to that?
I mean, if I didn't respond to the text message, I really don't know what to say because I didn't respond back to it. So you asking me, well, why is he telling you he's gonna come see you? I can't control what they told me they gonna come do.
Well, here's the thing. A guy is not going to write you and say, when can I come see you, unless he has an expectation
that he
can come
see
see you.
But see, that's the thing. That don't work neither because she still texts him.
Where's your number posted that all these fellas are getting your number?
My phone number isn't posted anywhere. And it's not always guys. I don't just randomly give my number out to a guy that I meet. It's people that I've already known before him, and they might inbox me, or they might comment on a picture that I post and tell me to inbox them. And that's my decision. And yes, I do inbox them, and eventually after the conversation, I give them my number. It's not like I meet random guys.
So do these guys know that you're involved in a relationship with Mr. Elijah?
I tell all of them that I'm in a relationship, and some of them say they don't care, and some of them do back away and they don't text me again, but some of them say they don't care.
Okay, so let me ask you something, woman to woman. I don't have the need for other men to say anything to me. This one's got that covered. Is there an unmet need in terms of your relationship with Mr. Elijah that you are trying to get from these other men?
It actually is, but when I tell him that, it's, no, you just trying to make up an excuse. He throws it off to the side and tries to flip it back on me, and he just ignores the fact of what I just told him, the reason why I do it.
Okay, you talk to him about why that's not good.
Did this ever cause you to break up with Miss Neal?
Yeah, on occasion, yeah.
Why?
It even been a time we had to move and separate from each other, and she would stay on my dad and his girlfriend, and they had a party, and they told me that she left, but when I called her, she would never answer the phone.
No. Don't try to.
But when she finally answered the phone, she still wouldn't tell me where she was.
But you all were broken up.
Yes,
not
yes,
exactly.
we were.
No,
yes, we were.
We were just in 2 separate spots.
In your eyes, were you all broken up?
No.
Okay.
Oh my.
I thought you just said y'all was on a break.
We were broken
separated.
up.
No.
You are no lie. You are no lie.
All right, so he finally got in touch with you, and you eventually went back to his dad's house. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened when you got
Before
back?
all of that, she asked me to pick her up.
If you all were broken up, why did you call him to come pick you up?
Yeah.
Because he had called my phone before I left Savannah, and he asked me, would I come back and could we work on it? And that's why I was like, okay, well, you pick me up in Statesboro, and we'll go from there. We can work on whatever you want to work on.
But see, when I
Is
got
that how you
there,
remember it, Mr. Elijah?
I mean, yes, somewhat. But when I got there,
Somewhat. Like, it's always
when I
somewhat.
got there, I wasn't expecting to see two guys and her and another girl.
The other one was the person that I was with while I was in Savannah. It was his car.
But at some point, you all got back together, right?
Y'all got in the car together. What did that look like?
A mess. We on the way back. She didn't even say nothing the whole time, but the whole time I was asking
Oh, you
her
lie.
about why was it two dudes and two girls in the car.
Okay, so when she
So
get
that
in the car,
looked
that's
very
what you
obvious.
fire off.
Yeah.
Who you in the car with?
Yeah.
And what did you say?
When we got
Maybe that'll
home,
refresh his memory.
because he never stopped talking about it. It was even 2 days later, we had an honest hour.
And what did you tell him?
I told him that me and the dude had actually slept together, and I had been down there with him since I left from his dad's and his girlfriend's house.
And how long were you in Savannah?
I was only in Savannah for 2 days.
No.
Yes, I
No,
was. It
no,
was. I know what
no,
day I was in Savannah.
no.
I know what day.
So
what
you
night
found
I
a
left.
guy in Savannah in 2
No,
days?
No, I knew this guy
Yeah, she
previously.
found a guy in like 2 days.
Oh my God, no.
Specifically, why do you believe she's cheating?
Like, it was this time, like, I went in the house, and it actually smelled like sex in the room. And the ceiling fan wasn't on before I left. I probably left like 45 minutes.
Okay, and when was this?
This was actually June the 7th.
Okay, June 7th, tell me what happened. Why is the ceiling fan on? Why it smell like sex to
First of
him?
all, he's lying because
I'm not.
he had been there. My son's birthday was June 4th. We had a birthday party for my son. He was there the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and
But
the
we
7th.
talking about June the 7th.
I don't care. You were there before, and you were there that day early, and we actually did have sex that night before that.
But we talking about June the 7th.
Okay, so what happened June 7th specifically?
I left for probably like 45 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Right, so I come back. The door locked. The door ain't never locked.
Which door?
You
The
is
front
a
door?
door.
The front
Lied.
door ain't never locked. So I'm banging on the door. I'm probably out there for like 20 minutes maybe.
Banging on the door.
Yeah.
You don't have a key to the house?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
So-
door is locked and you beating on it.
So you get in the house and what happens?
She even smelled like soap, like she just had washed off or something.
All right.
I always do that. I can take up.
And the ceiling fan is on when you go in there. And the
Yes.
ceiling fan hadn't been on.
No.
And you couldn't think of a reason for the ceiling fan
No.
to be on.
And it
'Cause
smelled like
she
sex.
don't run the ceiling fan. It's always cold.
All right, was there another instance after that?
Actually, June the 9th.
So 2 days
The
later.
anniversary, really?
June
oh,
the
wow.
9th,
You funny.
the day I left, probably like for 2 hours. By the time I come back, she smelled like soap and done chain clothes.
We
All right.
been out in the heat all day. What you expect?
Okay,
So,
so tell
I mean,
a woman
so-
can't take a bath?
Because she's taking the phone in the bathroom. What you need the phone in the bathroom for?
You take your phone in the bathroom. You do it too.
How you know she smelled like soap? I mean, I'm just
Because I
curious.
can smell it on her.
How close did you get to her?
Close. But she was trying to push me away.
Were you inspecting her?
Yes.
Yeah, basically,
Yes.
to be honest.
I
Well-
gotta
What you
tell you,
always do.
this is a whole nother level. And don't sniff me. Just don't do
sniff.
that.
Okay, all right.
Don't inspect me even. I don't even want to be inspected. You cannot have those levels of suspicion and paranoia. Because so far, what you're telling me, it does not equate to cheating. It is as if you have gone off the rock. Now, she told you she admitted that she had cheated.
In the
And I
past.
understand why you would have an issue with that. If you're going to stay in this relationship, you're going to have to let that go.
In addition to this matter that you have, your love suit, you also have a lawsuit.
Yeah.
What's your claim in your lawsuit?
About a ring that I bought because I wanted to marry, but it's too late for me to take it back now. So I want my money back in the ring.
What a ring is?
Okay.
I was going to say, did you give her
Did
the
you
ring?
propose to her?
Yes.
It ain't on my finger.
Have you given her the ring?
Yes.
Well, if it's on my, it ain't on my finger, so what a ring at, DeAndre? You
I
ain't
have
giving
no
me
idea
ring.
what she did with it, but she had it.
Oh, wow. So now I'm a magician, too. I'm Houdini. I disappear rings, too, huh? Oh,
Do you have no recollection?
he never gave me a ring. I've never got a ring.
Have you
Okay,
seen
have
the
you
ring?
seen the ring?
Never seen a ring. Didn't even know nothing about a ring till today.
When did you propose to her?
When?
I forgot actually.
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up.
Wow.
Now, I don't remember the date,
Wow.
but I can tell you it was August of 1981. It was a hot August day in Atlanta. I had worked all day. I was all dusty from doing, what was it? Inventory at the store I worked at. Mr. Cutler was like, come on over, I have cooked dinner. We had T-bone steaks, baked potato, salad, cheesecake, and sweet tea. And I looked a hot mess because I had been in a hot room all day. And he got down on one knee, hallelujah. And he said, and I was like, no, because I wanted to look beautiful on that day. And I did not look beautiful on that day. And he proposed to me. I remember everything about that day. Yeah. So how you not gonna remember proposing to her?
Yeah.
And
how you
I
gonna
remember it.
Well,
you got a receipt or something for this ring?
I got a receipt for it.
You got a receipt for it, but where my ring at?
I know that's right.
Why
Ron,
it
would you
ain't
grab
on my
that,
finger?
please?
Thanks, sir.
You never got a ring.
I never got a ring.
Have you had a proposal?
No, if I did, I would remember it just like you remember
That's what
yours.
I'm talking about.
So you're suing for a ring that she says you never even gave her.
She got it.
But you don't remember when,
nothing
if you
about
gave it to her, or how you gave it to her. Was it in a restaurant or was it at home?
No, it was
He don't
at
take
home,
me to
actually.
restaurants, so I know it
was
wasn't in
where?
a restaurant.
Home.
It was at home.
Yes.
You all have kids. Did any of the kids see this?
No.
All right, now, but it said we do have a receipt here for $2,000.
That's a
That's
nice
a nice ring.
Yes.
Well, it's a nice ring that I ain't never seen, so I hope you can see a picture of it.
Well, let me just say this. I know you got your receipt, but she doesn't seem to have the ring, and your testimony is not consistent with somebody who's proposed and gave a ring. So I'm gonna just tear this up, dismiss your lawsuit, and we're gonna keep it moving. Your claim is denied.
Now, we still have to go back to the cheating allegations. And in order to get to the bottom of that, Ms. Neal, you have submitted your phone to the court for examination. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so at this point, the court would like to call cybersecurity expert, Mr. Greg Evans. Ron, would you please bring in Mr. Evans?
Yes, sir. Mr. Evans? Okay. Hold.
Hello, Your Honors.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good to see you.
Mr. Evans, how have you used technology to catch cheaters?
I do cybercrime investigations, including forensics and social media investigations.
In this case, you were able to examine Miss Neal's phone. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. And when I did, I noticed, the first thing I noticed when I got the phone, that Miss Neal had went through the phone and started deleting information on the phone, like videos, text messages, and photos.
Are you able to recover deleted information?
Yes, I am.
What did you find?
I was able to recover 166 photos and found 8 deleted videos on her phone.
What did you find with the photos and videos?
Out of 166 deleted photos and the 8 deleted videos, they were all innocent. There were so many of her kids, her with the kids. She's taking selfies in the mirror with the kids, and they had pictures of you. Same thing with the videos.
So nothing incriminating.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the first case myself or anyone on my team has where we received a phone where a person deleted information before handing it over, where everything on there was innocent.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of it because I know I'm not doing nothing. And it's like, it's pushing me to feel like, well, if you're gonna keep badgering me and accusing me, why not go do it? Because I have 2 kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I can't get a job right now because I don't trust everybody with my kids.
I get that.
I don't like everybody being around my kids. So I'm with my kids every single day. And if I'm bathing my kids or I'm cooking for my kids and you telling me because I didn't text you back in a timely fashion that I'm doing something, then you need to leave me alone.
All right. Now, she's admitted she has done something in the past while you were on a break. You all dispute whether that was a break, but in her mind, it was a break. But that's the past. You've got to deal with her right now. Now, you loved her enough to propose to her. You loved her enough to buy her a ring.
That I didn't get.
You need to love her enough to give her that ring and move forward with that. Are you prepared to do that?
Yes.
You all are dating. You've been together for 2 years. You've talked about marriage, but claims of infidelity are just rocking this relationship. Is that right, Mr. Mathis?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Now, notice from the court papers, there's a 17-year age difference between you and Ms. Hayes. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
How did you all meet?
Well, we met on Instagram, social media. I got like a hijabi thing. So I was looking at girls in hijabs, and I came across her profile, Rocky's profile, and I just remember thinking, she'll make somebody a good wife one day. Not me.
Just somebody.
Just somebody, yeah.
Make
right,
somebody a good wife.
Yeah, like.
Okay, so how do you go from she gonna make somebody a good wife to, well, wait a minute, maybe it's me that she gonna make a good wife for?
That's the destiny in this. I get a message in my DM one day saying, hey, I noticed you've been watching me. What's up? Do you know about astral projection? And we're into metaphysics and things like that.
Okay, astral projection.
Astral projection.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So is this true? You realized he was checking you out and you
That's
said,
true, Your Honor. We talked and we found out about each other and what we're interested in, and he caught my attention.
so you all start corresponding?
Yes.
What made you fall in love with him?
He made me feel secure because at that time I was going through things with my family and it wasn't the best. And I had to get out of there, and he was willing to help me out and made me feel secure and protected, and that's what I needed at that time.
You don't have to be in that when someone's willing to love you.
Yeah, that connection, that spark was there from the very beginning.
You connected? See, she's connected right now. She don't even know it. That's what it looks like. When you just connect, I mean, you don't even have to say anything.
Why you gonna make me blush in front of this?
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You just feel that connection. See? You feel it?
Stop it, Miss
See?
Taylor.
That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you all felt.
So, Mr. Mathis, why in the world are you here claiming she's cheating?
Well, first thing is this right here.
What is that?
It's a text message that I have
Where did you get the text message from?
out of her phone when I was sneaking in it.
So,
Your Honor, let's make this clear. I don't invade his privacy at all, so I think that's really pure disrespectful for you to come behind my back and go through my phone.
So let's take a look at this message. Would
Ron-
you grab that for me?
Yes.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, sir. Your honors.
Okay.
some other guy has written, your love life, remember? We need to work on that.
Yes, I would love another reading with you.
And I would love to have your beautiful energy in my space again. You know where my dorm is.
Your Honor, I can explain that.
All right, we want an explanation for that.
Really, originally, the only reason I went to him is for him to do a reading on me and his relationship. And
So he's talking about your love life.
yes,
Sound good.
And you have gone to him about your love life?
yes, to get a tarot reading. And he's the only one that does that. And we go to school together, we're just friends.
And so, Mr. Mathis, you're not buying this.
Sound good. You know, everything can sound good.
Here's my problem. Okay, you go to someone, Ms. Haid, who does a reading, tells you what he thinks.
Right.
He wants your beautiful energy in his space.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I mean, that means nothing. There's plenty of people who have beautiful energy.
You say it means nothing.
Right.
I would love to have your beautiful energy in my space.
I want my beautiful energy in your space, Mr.
Okay.
So that's
Your
music.
Honor.
Yeah, those are powerful words. You just don't say that to everybody.
Right. It's strictly
Right.
platonic.
You're asking for honesty in this relationship,
What
that's right?
starts in deception ends in deception. So my thing is to keep this growing. When issues arise, we need to attack them.
And you need to attack them with honesty.
Right.
And truth.
Right.
So, Mr. Mathis, have you found anything else to make you think that she's cheating?
Yes.
What have you found?
One more thing I found is this old nice hotel towel laid on the bed. You know a hotel towel because of the threads in it.
Yeah. So you found a towel. Where did you find this towel?
In my house.
Okay, Rob, would you get this piece of evidence for us,
You
please?
can check it out.
Thanks, sir.
Because I'm like, okay, a towel's supposed to be in your
That
house.
don't look like somebody took a towel and showered it. They look like somebody said, let me lay this out.
But this is a towel you put down on the bed.
After the shower, yes, ma'am.
And this is what you use to dry your hair with.
Yes.
Okay, do you dry your hair dragging it across the bed? I mean,
No, Your Honor,
I don't
I was
understand
laying
why
down.
it's laid out like this.
Don't
I
it
had
look
it
like
wrapped up
angel
around
wings
my
when you
head.
lay down and snow do like that? Don't it look like
No,
that?
Your Honor. No.
Look at them hair prints above the towel. You don't see that all up on it? Come on, man.
All of this has led to no trust in this relationship.
Yes.
We noticed in the court papers that you're still married. Is that correct?
All right.
You are a married man.
You see my devil?
He is, Your Honor. And I just found that out.
I'm busted.
He's been hiding it for 2 years, Your
But
Honor.
that's...
Okay, wait a minute. You've been with this man for 2 years.
Yes, Your Honor, and he's been hiding it for 2 years. He's standing over here talking about honesty, but he's the one who hasn't been honest with me from the very jump.
When did you find out that he was still married?
About last week, he told me.
So you've known for a week that this man, who is your knight in shining armor,
Yes, Your Honor.
has been married the entire time.
Yes, Your Honor, and I feel betrayed. Like, not only that, and he has children as well.
And you didn't know he had kids?
He didn't tell me none.
Can I defend myself? What? Can I defend myself?
Okay, tell me.
Y'all talking like I ain't here, Your Honor. This okay? Okay, well, let me explain. I thought it was just a phase.
You thought your
You should've
marriage was
given-
just a phase?
No. I thought the relationship between her and I was just a phase. When I had no intentions on actually like going this far with her.
Still, he
'Cause you
should have
gotta
given
think
me
it
the
was
choice.
it was an Instagram thing. I'm thinking it's an Instagram fling, whatever.
Okay,
It's
wait a
gonna be over.
minute. Hold up. All right, let's just go with that. But do you think at month 6 you might mention your kids and your wife?
Well, the thing is, we separated.
What about month 9? What about month 9? Is that when you finally say, I'm married and I got kids? What about 18 months in? Do you say, by the way, when you get through at the grocery store, I need to talk to you about my wife and my kids? When is the magic moment that you drop the bomb, I'm married and I got kids? When does that happen?
I planned on doing that according to how we were gonna be in a relationship, and that was
But
the thing.
you've already said what starts in deception ends in deception.
Exactly.
And you know what? Because we want to know about the deception, and we want to know what's true, your wife is here. Wait
a minute.
So we gonna find out.
Y'all some bloodhounds.
But first,
Before we get to that,
we're gonna find out what's going on with Miss Hay, and then we're gonna find out what's going on with you.
right now, we still have allegations, Ms. Hay, that you're not being truthful to him. Now, we're gonna find out about his issues, but what we have here is you're getting text messages from someone who says they want your beautiful energy in their space, and he comes home and finds a towel spread out on the bed in a position that leads him to believe that you were using that towel to have sex with somebody else. And all of this is fueling his suspicion that you're cheating on him.
This court has conducted a full investigation to find out whether she is cheating. At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Kendall Shull. Ron, would you please escort him into the courtroom?
Yes, John.
My innocence.
Kendall Shull. Ready for the monitor.
Mr. Shull, good day.
Good day, Your Honor.
Glad to have you.
Good to be here.
you conducted a polygraph examination of Miss Haid, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
And she was asked, since the beginning of your relationship with Mr. Mathis in February of 2016, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men? What was her response?
Her response was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
All right.
So we have one person who's being truthful.
We got one person being truthful, Miss Haid.
On that question.
Well, that is the question. That was the question. You came here for an answer. You said she was cheating, and the polygraph says she has not cheated.
He's the one with the secrets.
Now we're about to find out about you, Mr. Mathis.
Because we've heard your side, and we've heard her side. Now it's time to hear from your wife's side. Miss Haid, you've never seen this woman. You never met this woman.
Once.
Ron, would you please escort her into the courtroom?
Yes, y'all.
Mr. Mathis, you bouncing around like a pinball. You nervous? What you nervous about? Why you nervous?
Good day, ma'am. How are you?
All right, how are you?
Would you state your name, please?
Yes, I am Tiffany Mathis.
Miss Mathis, what is your relationship to Mr. Cameron Mathis?
That's my husband, but we're separated.
But you're still legally married?
Yes, legally, yes.
Were you aware of Miss Haid?
No.
How often do you see Mr. Mathis?
He comes by periodically because he comes to see his children, and we were just intimate like Saturday. So.
What?
So you are still in an intimate relationship with Mr. Mathis?
Yes.
So when he comes by to see the kids, he comes by to see you too?
Well, not all the time. When I get that itch, he's just the one I want to scratch.
And this has been going on pretty much the time you all been separated?
Yes.
So even during this last 2 years, you've been getting scratched?
No, he's been getting scratched, not me.
This is probably one of the biggest shocks we've ever had in this courtroom, because I've not had someone come here accusing someone who's innocent, who is really running game. You ain't doing nothing but running game. Now, you can call it what you want. You can call it taking care of my baby's mama. You can call it whatever you want. But you've got this young lady living with her, making her life a living hell, accusing her, and making her uncomfortable when you're doing your own thing.
Yeah, and I heard him talking about being truthful, but he's not being truthful.
Mr. Mathis, you have talked enough. Now I'm gonna get to talk.
I'm not surprised.
You came here trying to get honesty in your relationship and find out she's being truthful, and you the one that's being deceptive.
Well, didn't I say what start that
You
way?
said the only thing that you said true is what starts in deception ends in deception.
Right.
What just happened Saturday with Miss Mathis? She said you all were intimate.
Yeah, that's just me trying to make sure things is right with my baby mama. I mean.
Your Honor.
Well, let me ask this question. Let me just put it out there so we're all clear. Who's on the side?
Is it Miss Haid or is it Mrs. Mathis?
I mean,
Who's the side chick in this?
She better.
It has to be me. I don't want him. I don't want him.
It's not, that's what I'm saying, it ain't no side thing. I'm trying to move forward in life with this woman. Like, me and her gonna get a divorce, and I'm willing to marry Rocky. I'm willing to marry her.
Okay, but the big question is, you willing? Miss Haid, are you willing to marry him?
I don't know about now, after today. He betrayed me. I feel really betrayed. Like, you know, he's the one accusing me of cheating all the time, and, you know, here he is sleeping with his wife or whatever.
Run.
Well.
Every day. It's always something.
And you are accusing her and talking badly and making her feel badly? this beautiful young woman. And what you're doing is potentially ruining her for her future. How is she gonna trust another man?
Well, that's the point of me being here. That's the point of me being here is to like just bring this all to the head so it can bust like a pimple. It's like,
oh, it's busted like more than a pimple. It's busted.
I wanted everything to be. I didn't know y'all was gonna go this far.
We are nothing if not thorough, honey.
We
that's
said
what
this
we
court
do
did a
here.
full and complete investigation, and that's what we do. But now that we've uncovered the truth, you know, there's a choice that's got to be made. And you said he rescued you from a previous bad situation.
He did.
You might not feel it now, but you may be being rescued right now from this bad situation.
I agree.
Run, don't walk.
I agree. It's a lot to think about.